What are we doing now? Oh, it's
Pandemic Special.
Pandemic Special.
A Pandemic Special.
Now, we'll start out over here at foxnews.com. Just some more things we got to keep an eye out for. The speed and frequency of which stories coming out about brand new, fast-moving, soon to be coming pandemics has been increasing. This one actually kind of mixes both the pandemic special and kind of the food supply issue and the, don't eat meat bad, peanut M&Ms are healthier than chicken storyline.
Right.
That we've been following.
So there's the food stuff.
Now you are cooking.
Can I get 2 hamburgers?
Yes, sir.
With french fries?
Yes, sir.
What about an omelet?
Sure. Got a couple eggs.
I like food. Food is good.
And in the context of the Rochelle reset.
Get out of my face. Rochelle.
Ah, yes. CDC investigating fast-moving, in quotes, E. coli outbreak in Michigan and Ohio that has infected nearly 30 people. A fast-moving E. coli breakout has infected dozens of people and hospitalized 9 others in Ohio and Michigan, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The CDC announced via a press release on Wednesday that 29 individuals are ill due to the outbreak from an unknown source. No deaths have been reported at this time, as the first infection was recorded in July. So this has been sort of brewing here for at least a month. The number of infected could increase over time due to the uncertainty behind the source of the outbreak. The people infected with the bacteria have age ranges from 6 to 91 years old. The CDC says it will use its PulseNet system to track down the cause of the outbreak during its investigation. The PulseNet system. Have you heard of this, Gons?
Maybe. Let me take a quick.
Yeah, why don't you do a quick little searchy poo?
Yeah.
The agency stated the true number of infected may be higher and present in other states. Okay. E. coli is a pretty serious one. It's interesting they wouldn't know. Quote, some of the illnesses reported in Michigan and Ohio have not yet been reported to the PulseNet system, but investigators are working quickly to add them to PulseNet to determine if it may be part of this outbreak, the CDC said in a statement on Wednesday.
I have the CDC website here. PulseNet compares the DNA fingerprints of bacteria from patients to find clusters of disease that represent unrecognized outbreaks. Identifying outbreaks and their sources helps health officials stop outbreaks and helps industry and food regulatory agencies make changes to improve food and water delivery systems. That's where PulseNet comes in.
PulseNet.
On their page, whoever did the copy on that.
Cool copy,
really
guys.
epic, yeah.
And then it goes into if an individual believes they are infected with E. coli, the CDC recommends they make a record of what they ate in the week before they were infected. Report the illness to a local or state health department and answer any further questions about the illness from public health officials.
This is anecdotal, but I recently did a big grocery run and got some food, got some meats.
Some meats.
2 days, the meat was bad. Like it was, they weren't expired, like on the little tag thing, but they were bad.
Interesting.
Gross bad. And it was, if it wasn't for me, I don't pay attention to that stuff. So I would have cooked it and fed it to the kids and all that kind of stuff. But the wife caught it and, yelled
Interesting.
at me. Do you want botulism? Was the comment. So.
Okay. Well, it's a good question. No. It's a good question, Cons. Do you or don't you?
I'll say E. coli.
Why have you not made your stance on botulism known? Yeah. And, in the article, they don't really give any culprit or hint to a culprit or anything. However, Fox News up here at the top, they've got a headline video that plays. It's only 53 seconds long. We can play it now. It's just got some background music. It says the CDC reports that an E. coli outbreak linked to tainted ground beef has spread to 10 states with 156 people testing positive for infection. At this time, there's a quote, no common supplier, distributor, or brand of ground beef has been identified. That's from the CDC.
I'm trying to play the video as you
investigation
talk.
into the spread began on March 28th after the health officials in both Kentucky and Georgia reported outbreaks of the CDC. So far, there have been 65 reported cases and 33 reported cases in Kentucky and Georgia. Now, listen to that. They said specifically there's been 150 cases or something now. This must be an updated video or something. They say there's 158, I believe, cases reported in multiple states. And just for some reason, they thought it important to separate out Kentucky and Georgia, which equaled 33, which I don't know what that has to do with anything, except for giving them a reason to post the word or the number 33 in this little video. So ground beef is the target. Of course, we know this fits into the whole storyline of how animal meat is more unhealthy than potato chips.
It just feels so psyopy.
Yeah,
with the Beyond Meat not doing well in the stores and stuff.
Sure, yeah. The decline of the fake meats sales.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we have the beef. The cattle drought or whatever, the cattle drought in Texas, where all the cows are dying. We've had the either explosions or fires at several different meat packing plants. It just seems like a controlled demolition of the very idea of eating beef. And even though they don't report ground beef as being the culprit in the article, they sure do make this little video with stock photo after stock photo of packets of ground beef.
Yeah, this is interesting. I have a Market Watch article here from a couple days ago. The crusade to replace meat stopped growing. Is Beyond Meat to blame, or is the problem much bigger? So
I wonder what their analysis would be, just to kind of round off this one.
Yeah.
But, we've seen it several times in our lifetime. They'll find romaine lettuce. Remember the romaine lettuce?
Yeah,
romaine lettuce will
Yeah.
give you E. coli. Then there was, I think, iceberg who had a turn on the ride. But in this case, we already have a cattle shortage. We have the World Economic Forum telling us we got to eat bugs. We've got just this war on beef and meat in general. We've got the destruction of the supply chain, the meat packing, things like this. We had the meat packing hack. And now for several states in the U.S., it's very likely that they will just discard who knows how much beef. If they're not able to track down the brand, they'll just empty out all the stores from all the beef. I mean, this is one of these situations where, the beef industry already at the whim of sort of the corporate farming problems and the factory farming, the horrors of factory farming, and now to continue to just destroy a bunch of the supply because of E. coli. Booyah, baby.
Do you think in the future, sometime in this century, when they really try to choke out cows and just beef in general in this country, there's going to be this big crusade to invade India and just round up
all their cows.
Take all their cows.
That is a great question. I'm gonna need to look at getting a couple cows, though. I'll tell you that much. I'm looking at it. Keep those little suckers alive on the compound here.
Yeah, I've been looking into getting just buying a bison, and just
a whole one,
just
a live one.
Yeah,
it can live in your apartment with you.
Yeah, it wouldn't live with me, but once I'm hungry, I will.
You want to get a bison and keep him up here at the compound? I'll take care of your bison for you.
Yeah, if you can do that, and then electrocute him. We'll just call.
I'll zap him. No, I do it in an honorable way.
You rip off his head?
The real man's way. I will challenge the bison to a battle, to a duel. We'll duel the
Definitely
bison.
don't have the mullet because that's a weak, that's a vulnerable part of you that can be grabbed.
The mullet is where my supernatural power to fight the bison will come from.
Yeah. Well,
I'll get him in a headlock, and then maybe I'll ride him around for a little bit, man on a buffalo style.
You're not Samson.
No,
Just saying.
I'm not.
So your
not
flowing
Samson.
hair, your flowing mullet. What if Samson's
Gons,
hair was
I
a
don't want to
mullet?
hear your unpatriotic rant about how a mullet will not give me supernatural strength. Okay,
I was thinking, what if Samson's hair was a mullet? Just lost in history.
I think it was dreadlocks.
Yeah, maybe.
I think the Bible says it was dreadlocks.
Okay.
He had 7 locks, I think.
Okay.
But it could be a dreadlock mullet. Moving on. Moving on. This is coming from dailymail.co.uk. Warning over brand new tomato flu
Oh, no,
virus.
not the meats. They're going after the hamburger is what they're
going
doing.
after all of it. They don't want
man.
us to grow our own tomatoes.
And
warning over brand new tomato flu virus.
And Italians. They don't
Yeah.
like Italian food either.
Yeah, that's racist. You're
Yeah.
right. Detected in India that leaves
See?
at least
See?
uh-huh. Italians in India. Detected in India that leaves at least 82 children with giant red blisters. Just for a little background here.
Poor Indian children.
Doctors in India have sounded the alarm over a new virus. So it's a new virus. I'm going to point out a couple things, and then there's a punchline at the end. Doctors in India have sounded the alarm over a new virus dubbed tomato flu that has infected dozens of children. The infection. When was the last time we saw a new virus?
Technically, COVID was
COVID.
a new. Well, yeah, but technically it was a coronavirus.
It was the novel coronavirus.
Sure,
it was a
I
novel
guess it's
virus
new.
never seen.
Sure.
Monkeypox was not a new virus.
No,
all these tick
coronavirus
diseases.
is from it's like 70 years old. It was just
It's a
different
type. You're missing the point, Gons.
All right.
It's called the novel coronavirus.
Okay.
So this is a new virus. I point this out because this is unlike any other sort of scare since coronavirus. So this is a new virus dubbed tomato flu, which is a name that does not immediately strike fear into those who hear it, but let's read more. The infection was spotted in May in the southern state of Kerala and is feared to be a new variation of hand, foot, and mouth disease.
Oh.
Okay. Experts are also probing whether it is the after effect of a mosquito-borne infection, but they have not ruled out an entirely new pathogen.
Yeah, were we genetically modifying mosquitoes?
Yes, we did do that.
Yeah, okay.
So far, 82 children under 5 have been diagnosed with tomato fever since May, and a further 26 youngsters up to the age of 10 are suspected cases. The infection gained its name because it causes an eruption of red, painful blisters across patients' bodies that gradually enlarge to the size of a tomato.
Oh, whoa. Is that why it's called tomato month?
There's lots of different sizes of tomato, though. Are we talking about a big
Cherry
beefy
tomato?
boy or a cherry tomato? Most patients also suffer high fever, intense joint pain, but fatigue. Okay.
What?
No, it says, okay, hold on. Okay. I read it right. I just had the wrong inference or whatever.
Inflection.
Most patients also suffer high fever and intense joint pain, but fatigue, sickness, and diarrhea, well, there is diarrhea, have also been reported. Doctors say it is very contagious.
Oh.
There it is. And they fear it could spill into adult populations if the current outbreak is not brought under control. It's like we're going to need an mRNA vaccine or something.
Control.
It comes, must control. It comes as the world still reels from the COVID pandemic and amid a global outbreak of monkeypox.
They're not going to allow
you
the
didn't
COVID
need to tell us that, Daily Mail. We
They're not
know
going to
this.
let go of the COVID thing until the other thing is there, you know?
It's a very effective little kicker at the end. Now, even more interesting, you scroll down, they give you a map
Right.
India. New tomato flu virus. What do we know? There's little maps to show you where it is in India. Then the next picture is a picture of a baby with some red spots on its back. But do you notice anything weird about this baby, Gons? That kind of is incongruous with the story?
When I picture Indian baby, this is not exactly what I pictured.
You don't think of a pale-skinned, blonde-haired, presumably blue-eyed baby in India with the marks on its back? It's almost as if, they give us a little comment or a little caption under the picture. Doctors in India have sounded the alarm over a new virus dubbed tomato flu that has infected dozens of children. No pictures of the rash caused by the virus have been published, but it triggers red, painful blisters and rashes across patients' bodies. So they're admitting that they don't have pictures of this. So they just get a picture of a white baby and stick it right smack dab in the middle of this article. And you might be thinking, Basil, that's not fair. They didn't have a picture. They just wanted to get a picture and put the picture. Well, I would refer to you back to our article. And were you able to find this article?
I did.
The monkeypox one?
Yeah, it was a Newsmax article, by the way. It was
Newsmax.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. So we reported on a Newsmax article about monkeypox, and indeed it included the details that it pretty much exclusively affects men and apparently dogs now. 98% of people affected are men.
Yeah,
and their headline image was a woman with pockmarks on her,
right,
monkeypox.
Yeah, the headline was "Current monkeypox outbreak is showing different symptoms." I think they changed that. I think
it's certainly been changed since then. And they were trying to kind of make the point, like, okay, guys, it's not just gay men who are getting the monkeypox. Women need to be afraid too. Look, this woman, she's got the pox, and it's the same thing. This is part of practicing and honing your media literacy, folks, because when they tell you one thing and show you a picture of a different thing, you know that they are trying to affect you in one way or another, trying to affect how the message is received. And when they talk about a new disease in India affecting babies, and then they put a picture of a
white baby,
a white baby attached to the story, what are they trying to say? They're trying to say your kids are next. You're next, white people. That's one of them, is you're next. But it's also, the other part of it is, why should you care? Why should you care about these people in India? Oh, well, does this picture of a white baby show you why you should care? Because if it affects white people, then you should care about it. We're the Daily Mail. So I just thought it was a good lesson in media literacy to always make sure, what are the pictures they're showing? Does it have anything to do with the facts, the details? And if they don't, what are they trying to say to you? In this case, you should care about this new disease in India because soon it could be a white baby. Then you'll really wish you paid attention. Yeah. It's racist. The media is racist. Well, and Newsmax is a little confused about what is a man and what is a woman, apparently.
Yeah, the Newsmax one is pretty egregious. But so this photo is captioned on the bottom left. It does say Shutterstock. Yeah, and it gives a name here. And I was, while you were talking there, I just went to Shutterstock and, did a little search for pox and just kind of scrolling through.
Are there no pictures of brown babies with anything?
It is very, if you were looking at Shutterstock, you would think the only people that ever get any kind of pox on their bodies is the old white folk.
It's the white folks. It's all white people with pox.
Oh, wait a minute! I found one with kind of an little Asian looking.
It just took an extra second there, Daily Mail. You could have gotten.
Oh, there's a little bit more of an ambiguous kind of darker haired baby. Okay, all right, there. Okay, I was going to give a little bit of a benefit of a doubt, but
got it. No, they could have. They could have gotten a more but they don't want to, because the point isn't here's an accurate representation of the people being affected by this disease. Think about them, care about them. What their point is be
scared.
You're not going to care unless it's a white baby who's getting this disease. Once again, as much as the media loves to cast the aspersions about bigotry and racism on, literally anybody they can benefit from calling a racist, they themselves are participating in practices that go against what they claim to support. And surprise, surprise, that's how the media works. They are profit-making corporations. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Sick white babies apparently bring in the ad dollars.
Bring in the money, man.
Yeah.
Fear really brings in the cash.
Yeah, exactly.